Hello, my name is Dr. Tony Ayers, here with Florida Education News, sitting down today with Superintendent Van Ayers, Superintendent of Hillsborough County. Thank you so much for being
Thank you, Tony.
with me today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, look, you guys are back to school in Hillsborough County, and things are exciting, things are shaking. So, what are the biggest things that residents in the community can be excited about? With heading back to school, not everyone has their kids in schools, but why should people be excited in this community?
Right. So we're day 9 of school now in Hillsborough County, and I tell you, it's been one of probably the smoothest openings we've had in our school district. Just so many exciting results that we've had over the past year, particularly. So just all of that and really excitement that nothing like the first coming back to school, right? That excitement and energy that you feel coming back has been outstanding, and we're just pumped for a super school year, and we're off to a phenomenal start.
Yeah, and you guys are an A district, right?
Yeah, so we were 1 point away from an A school district. So it'll be the first time in a decade. It's been a long time since Hillsborough County's been an A school district, so we just missed it by 1 percentage point.
But the trajectory.
The trajectory, we are headed right there to be an A school district. So we're just 1 point away, and we've had just some tremendous results. One particularly extremely proud of this kind of led to that almost being that A school district. We had just last year with our advanced placement, we had a 70% pass rate. So we had almost 28,000 exams that were given. 70% of those students that sat for an exam passed with a level 3, 4, 5. Just goes to show the outstanding teachers that we have in Hillsborough County Public Schools. And you get back to the initial question of what's to be excited about. What's to be excited about? The highly effective teachers, the outstanding teachers in our school district. That is the foundation of everything we do, is to produce, just to have really outstanding teachers in classrooms, because that's the single lever, of course, as you know, that drives student achievement. And really what makes students want to come to school, want to send parents to school, is having highly quality teachers. And that's always a goal of mine, is to always get better in that we are always recruiting, retaining the best high quality teachers for our students in this district.
And some of the people don't realize that Hillsborough, what was it, 5-6 years ago? You guys had so many schools in the Transformation Network.
Yeah.
They were on the watch list at the Florida Department of Education, and you've been a part of that change of trajectory. So people don't see that, you look at the district, you say it's a B, but where you guys have come from. Could you share a little bit for the people in the community so they can understand where you guys have come from?
Thank you, Tony. So when I started as superintendent, so this is year 3 from now as superintendent. So this is 29 years for me in education. When I started in this school district, 29 years ago, this Hillsborough County Public Schools is part of my family's part of my family, part of me, and I've given my entire career to the school district. And when I took over as superintendent 3 years ago, we had the most DNF schools in the state of Florida. So we had 33, we had 29 Ds and 4 Fs as I took over. And in 1 year's time, we took that number from 33 total to just 8 Ds, no Fs. And this past year, we took that number down to 5. So we have currently no Fs and 5 Ds. So put that in perspective. 3 years ago, 84% of our schools were rated A, B, or C. Now we're sitting at 98%. So that's a number I'm extremely proud of, and the results we've been able to achieve. Because one thing about how people feel, but it's also I'm pretty data driven in the results, and we can actually see results. So when you're talking about from 84% A, B, and C to now 98% of our schools A, B, or C, and that number is going to be 100 as we close.
No, and you guys are trending in the right direction.
That's right.
And so you've done a lot of work. The biggest thing that I think is top of mind for people in Florida, the polls show that they're interested in the economy, right?
Yeah.
And so a lot of people might ask, well, what does education have to do with the economy? Why should I care about my public schools? And as you know, the state, one of the largest investments it makes is in education.
That's right.
So why should taxpayers trust you with their hard-earned dollars, their taxpayer dollars? And why should we continue to invest in education? Could you give your perspective as a superintendent of Hillsborough?
Sure. So as superintendent, there is nothing more important in a community than high quality public schools, right? To have that foundation for all students in our community, to have that place where it is the foundation for all we do. High quality public education is most important. So that investment that our taxpayers make, to me, there's no other place we want to invest more than the students, in which are future of our community, future of our country. And it's just really so important that investment continues. And for us, it goes back to, what makes our public school so great are the teachers and staff that are within it that support students every single day. So we'll continue to provide those results, and you know, in Hillsborough County particularly, there is a strong commitment here in this community to our public schools, and I can speak to this Hillsborough County and how much our community believes and invests in Hillsborough County and in all of our schools here.
Yeah, and one of the big things that's top of mind for not just people in Florida but across the country, there's been a lot of talk about, you know, waste, fraud, and abuse, right? And so what are some of the things that you guys have done to make sure that people in this community know that you guys are handling their dollars in a way that is in the best interest of the community long term?
Right. So top goal for me is to always ensure that we are efficient. We're efficient with every dollar we receive from our taxpayers. So really, as we've gone through looking at efficiencies at what we run at the district level, make sure we've got that all of our investment and resources are at the school site, right? So at the district level, we want to ensure that we are lean, and that we are ensuring that every dollar that gets spent is spent at schools where our students are at. So we've had a real, tremendous reduction in number of district. We had a 10% decrease in number of district folks that work at the district site to ensure that those dollars are spent over at the school level, so we can invest in our teachers, invest in our schools to ensure that we have, of course, the very best product available anywhere in the state of Florida. And we've got the results to, like I mentioned earlier, with the AP pass rates. That just goes to show that doesn't happen by accident, especially a national, AP test like that. To have 70% of students score 3, 4, 5, it's been was a tremendous result.
Well, I mean, it looks like, look, you've really helped change the trajectory of this community.
Yeah.
And we're going to see the fruits of that for a long time. So, look, I want to thank you for your time, for being here with us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you. All right.